Alright, let's get into it. Today, we're covering the top 7 facts about Estadio Azteca. Welcome to Cliff Notes 7 to Know. I'm Cliff, and here you'll learn 7 facts about Estadio Azteca. Azteca amazes. Let's learn why this stadium is a sports shrine. Fact number 1. Estadio Azteca is the only stadium to have hosted 3 FIFA World Cups, 1970, 1986 and 2026. Here's the key point. Doing it once is hard. Doing it 3 times means the venue kept pace with evolving broadcast technology, safety standards, and massive logistics across 6 decades. Test question. How many FIFA World Cups has Estadio Azteca hosted? Correct answer, 3. Memory aid. 3 World Cups. Azteca's touch. Fact number 2. It hosted 2 World Cup finals before any other venue, 1970 and 1986. In simpler terms, Azteca didn't just host games, it staged the sport's grand finale twice, featuring eras defined by Pelé and later Maradona. Those finals helped crown the stadium as football's cathedral. Test question. When did Estadio Azteca host its first World Cup final? Correct answer, 1970. Memory aid. 2 finals. Azteca's prime. Fact number 3. The 1970 Game of the Century and Maradona's 1986 Hand of God and Goal of the Century both happened here. Think about it this way. In one bowl, you get the wildest extra-time semi-final ever, Italy 4-3 West Germany, and minutes later, both the most debated and the most dazzling goals ever scored in Argentina versus England. These moments made Azteca a museum of living myth. Test question. Which 2 famous matches took place at Estadio Azteca? Correct answer, the 1970 Game of the Century and Maradona's 1986 Hand of God and Goal of the Century. Memory aid. Century Games. Azteca frames. Fact number 4. It's Latin America's largest stadium and among the world's largest football-specific venues, with capacity listed at 87,523. Here's where it gets interesting. Renovations have shifted numbers over time, but the headline is scale. That scale fuels atmosphere, revenue, and big event readiness. Test question. What is the capacity of Estadio Azteca? Correct answer, 87,523. Memory aid. 87K, Azteca's way. Fact number 5. Pelé in 1970 and Diego Maradona in 1986 lifted the World Cup trophy at Azteca. From a practical angle, if you're building a legend, it helps when the sport's 2 most mythic figures seal their ultimate victories on your grass. That association keeps the venue eternally relevant. Test question. Which 2 football legends lifted the World Cup at Estadio Azteca? Correct answer. Pelé and Diego Maradona. Memory aid. Pelé, Diego, Azteca's glow. Fact number 6. It hosted the 1968 Olympic football tournament's principal matches, including the final. Let's clarify. Before World Cup fame doubled down, the Olympics proved Azteca could handle international logistics, security, and full house pressure on a global stage. Test question. In which Olympic year did Estadio Azteca host the football final? Correct answer, 1968. Memory aid. 68. Olympic Gate. Fact number 7. The stadium underwent major renovations for the 2016 anniversaries and again ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Let's break this down. Recent works added LED screens, upgraded lighting, a hybrid turf for durability, refreshed seating, and a rebalancing of hospitality versus general seating to meet modern broadcast and fan expectations. Test question. When did Estadio Azteca undergo major renovations for a World Cup? Babat. Correct answer, 2026. Memory aid. 26. Azteca's fix. Alright then, quick recap. Fact number 1. How many FIFA World Cups has Estadio Azteca hosted? Absurd. Correct answer, 3. Fact number 2. When did Estadio Azteca host its first World Cup final? Correct answer, 1970. Fact number 3. Which 2 famous matches took place at Estadio Azteca? Correct answer, the 1970 Game of the Century and Maradona's 1986 Hand of God and Goal of the Century. Fact number 4. What is the capacity of Estadio Azteca? Correct answer, 87,523. Fact number 5. Which 2 football legends lifted the World Cup at Estadio Azteca? Correct answer, Pelé and Diego Maradona. Fact number 6. In which Olympic year did Estadio Azteca host the football final? Ficant. Correct answer, 1968. Fact number 7. When did Estadio Azteca undergo major renovations for a World Cup? Abans. Correct answer, 2026. Okay, moving forward, you've got the top 7 facts down. With these key details, you're more than ready to ace that exam. Stay focused, trust your prep, and knock it out of the park. That's it for today.